for a way to kick off the 65th Nos Energy during Knoxville Nationals. The guy that picked up the win tonight, how about that last lap, last corner move? How about Sheldon Hodgshield? James McFadden's a fan favorite. He put on a hell of a show coming home a close second tonight. And how about the guy that came home third place? He's the story of the Nationals so far. What a great run so far for Jace Parker. How about that? Your podium players tonight as the Queen of their court make their way to the stage right now. My goodness, what needs to be said that wasn't said down on the main floor? You know, sometimes, Sheldon, we always hear about race car drivers. Give them an opportunity to kind of quantify what happened. Have you had a chance to really kind of soak all this in yet and realize what you pulled off tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I felt good all night, so I was pretty confident all night. And yeah, I just the heat race, had to get our elbows up and get through that heat race. And you know, I think that's the hardest part of the night is getting through that heat and just 2 solid qualifying laps. And yeah, in the feature, I was just you know, kind of told myself to be patient and let the race come to me, and I followed the 23 around there for a long time, and you know, I kind of just thought, you know, we'd go green to checkered, and I'd probably run 4th or 5th, and you know, still be happy with the night. But once that restart came out, and I was able to get some speed going, I railed the top of 1 and 2 pretty good, and just got my momentum going, and yeah, James and Jace just started battling right there, and kind of sent it through the middle, 1 and 2, wide open, and just you know, I feel like I've done that here a couple of times, and I didn't know what was going to happen in 3 and 4 with those 2 sliding each other. And you know, once I saw them both kind of sliding up the track, it was, you know, game on right there, and just try and fit in the hole.
Yeah, absolutely. Just put me back in the race car, put me under the helmet for one quick second. At what point did you realize there's a shot and I'm going to take it?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like, you know, until the checkered flag, you know, falls, you got to tell yourself there's a shot, especially here. You know, I think you can make up so much ground in a lap, so you just can't count yourself out and push until the race is over. But, yeah, when I saw them, you know, kind of going the wrong way up 3, and I just told myself, get my right rear in the groove where I know it would, you know, have some speed. And, man, it was just tight coming off 4 with me and James, and that was a heck of a drag race down the front stretch.
Yes, it was. Put your hands together for that one more time. We'll get a microphone out here to our media members in just a second, but J-Mike, let's come to you real quick first. I assume this is bittersweet, but yet at the same point, your points position, that's the big picture. This isn't the Knoxville Nationals. It's a prelim night, but how much fun was that from your seat?
No, not that great.
No.
No, it was good, man. If it kept me beat, I probably could have put it out and won. But no, it was all good, man. I did a terrible last lap, to be honest. I missed the exit of 2, and thought the lap car was watching him, and he'd hit the bottom really well, you know, the 3 laps before that, and kind of missed it, and I followed him. So I put myself in that position. Yeah, disappointed with my last lap, but happy with the night, honestly, to be as good as we are in points and set us up for tomorrow night. But we come here to win the race, and I didn't do that. I didn't do my job right. But congrats to Sheldon. It's always fun, and it would have been cool for the crowd, I guess.
Of course, this is all about points. Yeah, put your hands together for J-Mac and a great effort tonight. They are unofficially your top 2 point getters tonight. It's Sheldon that is your leader at 481. 3 points behind him is this man, Jace Park. My goodness, let's talk a little bit, young man. We just heard on Dirt Vision, our pit walk, a little time spent with Connor and Dom Selzy, talking with Brian Brown, who just gushed about where you guys have come from. I want to ask you, what took you to Brian Brown last October to say, hey, help me do something, and you did it tonight?
Yeah, honestly, we just came to Brian and brought up the idea of wanting to start our own team and really just control our own destiny. And Brian took a little bit of time to think about it, but man, I'm just super fortunate that he took me on and gave me a chance. It's been an incredible winter and an incredible first season in the 28, and man, I'm just so thankful for the opportunity to be connected with such a great race car driver and businessman as Brian Brown. And yeah, just super excited to be up here, honestly.
Why Brian?
Well, he's pretty close to me. I'm from Overland Park, Kansas, and he's just his shop's out of Grand Valley, and it just worked out, and it's incredible. It's a wonderland.
Obviously, it was a rough night for Sammy Swindell. Brian Brown in our telecast tonight gave some homage to Sammy Swindell for the operation that he ran, being clean and looking great all the time, and that's kind of the impetus behind him, and it's certainly what you got going on. But I want to talk about now the race that you had going on with these guys. It would be easy. We've seen it before, you know, relative newcomers that don't have the experience that these guys do. Once you get past, that's it. But your elbows went up.
Yeah.
Talk about that in the seat and what that moment was like for you.
Yeah, I knew starting on the pole that our car was going to be good in clean air. I just made sure I got a good start and just got across the track and found the grip. And then really after that, it was just plugging some laps and making sure that I hit my marks and was smooth and didn't make any mistakes that would cost me. I knew with that caution coming out that we were going to get grouped back together and it was going to be a battle. I looked up at the leaderboard and saw James behind me, and I knew he's been fast here especially, and he's been real good all year. And then honestly, Sheldon, man, he surprised me going into 3 on that last lap. He was there, and talking to him after the race, he said he just hung it wide open through the middle and found the grip, and you know that's what you need to do. And you're coming to these last laps of the race, you got to try something. And yeah, I just really did all I could, and even after James got by me, I just stuck with it and kept my elbows tucked and got back after it, and just kind of was learning where was he running, what were some of his tendencies, and just executed on that, being able to get back by him, and it was a race from there.
I don't think you were the only one surprised. Show of hands in the room. How many people were surprised what Sheldon did in that last lap? See? So you're in good company. Let's take a question from the floor. Any questions from our media members?
Yeah, I guess this is a question for all 3 drivers, but Sheldon in particular, where you started. How frantic was the start of that feature race tonight with what was going on with Ryan Timms there?
Oh, I don't really know what was going on there. I feel like if that was me, the race would have probably been started. So, yeah, not really sure what the deal was. We're waiting to fuel it up or what, and we left a flashlight on it, and we rolled around there forever. But, yeah, not sure on that ordeal. But end of the day, it doesn't matter. You know, me, James, and Jace are sitting up here.
Great.
TJ Buffenbarger, TJSlideways.com. Jace, what did you do after McFadden got by you? Did you change up your line at all? Did you change what you were doing, or did you just kind of go back to the top and try to make laps?
You know, honestly, I just took it as an opportunity to learn. With him getting by me, obviously what he was doing was a little bit better than me. And I knew my car was fast, and just making sure that I stayed in clean air. I know he got back by me, and I pretty much ran the top for a lot of those laps, and he moved up to the top, so I tried the bottom for a little bit, and just made sure I stuck my car in clean air and did the best that I could to find the grip and stay in the moisture.
Sheldon, Jeremy Elliott, SprintCarUnlimited.com. This year's been what I would call your most consistent year, career year. Compare other years coming into the Nationals, and how much were you looking forward to coming into this year with just the momentum you have and how good your car has been and how good this team's been in its first year of existence with you and Ripper with KCP?
Yeah, I think, you know, I feel like I just keep repeating myself on it, but honestly, we're just having a lot of fun. We have a good package built and a good group of guys, and, you know, I think every year I came into Nationals pretty confident. I think, you know, this is probably the most confident for qualifying I've been, and just heat racing, and, you know, I think these cars just have better tendencies to, you know, get up and go a little quicker than what I used to be in, but yeah, I think just having the whole KCP team from here, man, we have a group of guys that are here, and you know, they love this sport, and you know, they've poured a lot of heart and soul into this 18 team over the years, and honestly, just feel grateful to be able to win here at Knoxville for them, you know, on the biggest week of the year. But you know, the work's not done. We still got Saturday to go, but yeah, just enjoying our time with this team, and we're just going to keep pushing.
James, Mike Allen, DirtTrackDigest.com. Talk about the end of that race. Was that a byproduct of battling with Jace and not realizing that Sheldon was coming, or were you just trying to, you know, avoid the lap car and, you know, kind of hold him off?
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of speed on the top. You know, I was watching the big screen there, and I saw Jace. He was ripping the top, so I thought I need to get up there, and I just didn't make that much speed up there. So I knew I was kind of dictated to the bottom, and I'd watched that lap car for 3 laps, and he'd nailed the bottom in 3 and 4 every time and hadn't missed it. So I thought I could snook a Jace and run the middle there and make it so he couldn't drive around me. And then the lap kind of missed it a little bit, and I had to lift, and it got me super tight and going the wrong way up the track. So I would love to do that lap again. That'd be nice. But yeah, it is what it is. I think if I didn't miss the bottom out of 2, it might have been a different story. I probably would have got to the lap car in a different spot. But coulda, woulda, shouldas, mate. We can't rewind it. We'll try again on Saturday.
Matt Weaver, motorsport.com. Sheldon, you told me earlier today that this was a prove-it race for you. Is this what proving it looks like?
I don't know. I think it's just, again, just comes down to being comfortable and confident and having fun, man. I don't know how many times I can say it, and I want to prove to myself that I can win this race. I can win at Knoxville, and I feel like I can win on any given night. It's just putting these nights together and getting yourself positioned, and that's what we did tonight. We just fought all night. These heat races are not easy. I think tonight proved that. There was a lot of good cars that didn't get through those heats, and that's what Nationals is all about. It's not meant to be easy.
And then we'll see what happens tomorrow, but how important would the pole be given that there hasn't been a pass for the lead in this race in 3 years?
I'm not worried about that at all. Honestly, I don't think I want to start on the pole. I think, my style has been kind of start 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th, and I'm happy with that and let it go.
James, you've really picked up the pace the past 2 weeks or so. What have you found since the end of July, early August that has really started making these clicks for you guys?
I don't know, man. I think our car, which is pretty crazy, makes a lot of speed on half miles. We went to Pennsylvania and were decent, and we were decent at Eldora. We just had some stuff that didn't fall our way, and with the 360 and double duty here the week before, we got a bunch of laps at Knoxville, and honestly, it's exactly how we ran the car last year, and it's the same car for the Nationals. So we just just kind of have a comfortable package at a half mile. Obviously, the TRD engines run good, and we've got really good equipment. So you just got to, like Sheldon said, you just got to execute and put yourself in a position. Tonight we got lucky in the heat race, but the first start we were running second by that. So I was kind of pretty angry, and then we got a bit of a gift. So it kind of all worked out pretty good. Like, you have to have things you fall your way, but you have to have a lot of speed too. So we had both tonight, and we were able to capitalise on it. But yeah, I don't know, we work hard, play hard and work hard and have a good time. Like Sheldon said, have fun, and things start to fall your way.
I want to thank the media members for those questions. We'll wrap it with this. Sheldon, for years it's been the orange and blue, orange and blue, orange and blue, orange and blue. How do you like these new colors? You're not superstitious, are you?
No, not at all. And just thankful for Lauren at NOS to allow us to do these cool paint schemes. And we've had the cherried out, the purple, the red, the orange. We've done a lot of different stuff. And I told my dad, we always say we don't care what color the car is. If it's pink, it looks good in Victory Lane. So just cool to make that happen. And for this Grand Prix Guava NOS Energy Drink car, I hope the fans are digging it. Zan killed it on the merchandise, and we're feeling the love at the trailer. And we're just going to keep working here.
Hey, it's a hot night. Let's let the guys cool off. All 3 of them led laps tonight. Jace Clark led the most laps, finished 3rd. J-Mac led some as well. But how about the guy who stole the last 200 feet tonight? Your race winner is Sheldon Haudenschild tonight.